Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt unsettled? As if the cosmos hides something far more terrifying than we imagine? Because it does. Beyond the stars lie worlds so extreme, so inhospitable, they make our deepest fears look tame. Today we explore 6 of the most horrifying planets ever discovered. Outer space inspires awe, but it can also inspire dread. While we dream of distant Earth-like worlds, reality often delivers something else entirely. Planets that are boiling, frozen, torn apart, or adrift in darkness. These aren't just curiosities for scientists, they're warnings. Proof that the universe doesn't play by our rules. And it certainly doesn't cater to our comfort. So, let's journey together into the vast unknown and uncover 6 terrifying planets that stretch the limits of what we thought was even possible. Horrifying 7b is located about 489 light-years away in the constellation Monoceros. It's slightly larger than Earth, but don't let that familiar size fool you. This is no Earth 2.0. The planet orbits its star at an incredibly close distance, just 1.6 million miles away, 60 times closer than Earth is to the Sun. That proximity causes temperatures on the day side to soar to around 4,700 Fahrenheit degrees, 2,600 Celsius degrees, hot enough to melt and vaporize solid rock. Here's where it gets surreal. That vaporized rock rises into the planet's atmosphere, cools, and then condenses into pebbles, which fall back down as rock rain, sharp, deadly, and continuous. And because Horrifying 7b is tidally locked, one side always faces the star while the other remains in darkness. The dark side isn't safe either. It plunges to temperatures as low as minus 390 Fahrenheit degrees, minus 235 Celsius degrees. Scientists believe this nightmare world may have once been a gas giant. But as it spiraled inward, solar radiation and stellar winds stripped away its outer layers, leaving behind a scorched, exposed core. What remains is a planet shaped by extreme heat, brutal contrast, and a storm cycle of stone. If Saturn's rings impress you, then J1407b will leave you speechless, and maybe a little terrified. This massive exoplanet, located roughly 434 light-years away in the constellation Centaurus, is believed to be a gas giant with an extraordinary feature. A ring system that's 200 times wider than Saturn's, stretching out over 110 million miles across space. That's more than the distance between Earth and the Sun. Astronomers have identified 30 individual rings, each composed of ice, dust, and rocky debris. These rings are so vast and dense that scientists suspect they were formed after a catastrophic collision, possibly with a moon the size of Mars or even Earth, which was torn apart by the planet's immense gravity. The evidence? Gaps in the rings that appear to be the aftermath of such destruction. What's even more fascinating is how it was discovered. We didn't see J1407b directly. Instead, we noticed repeating dips in starlight as its rings passed in front of its host star, like shadows from a cosmic eclipse. This method, known as transit photometry, allowed astronomers to reconstruct the structure of the rings from the way they blocked light. Some researchers believe J1407b might not be a planet at all, but a protostar, a star that failed to fully ignite. Either way, to stand on a hypothetical moon orbiting J1407b would be to witness a sky lit up with enormous glowing bands, both magnificent and born of violent chaos. Imagine a planet completely cut off from any sun, wandering alone through the pitch-black void of interstellar space. That's PSO J318.5-22, a so-called rogue planet, located about 80 light-years away in the constellation Capricornus. Unlike most planets, which orbit stars, PSO J318.5-22 orbits nothing. Scientists believe it was violently ejected from its original solar system, possibly during a gravitational encounter with another massive planet. What makes this world especially intriguing is that it's still glowing from its internal heat, even though it has no star to warm it. With a mass estimated to be about 8 times that of Jupiter, PSO J318.5-22 emits infrared radiation, allowing astronomers to observe it directly, a rare opportunity in exoplanet research. Its thick, dynamic atmosphere is thought to be full of dark, swirling clouds composed of hot dust and vaporized metals. Temperatures reach around 1,470 Fahrenheit degrees, equal to 800 Celsius degrees, and the weather? Absolutely chaotic. Scientists believe that supersonic windstorms sweep across the planet's surface, possibly accompanied by rain made of molten iron. And here's the most astonishing part. It's incredibly young, only about 12 million years old. That's a blink in cosmic time. Yet despite its youth, PSO J318.5-22 is doomed to drift forever, without a star, without light, a truly orphaned world, suspended in the dark. It's a haunting reminder that not every planet finds a home, and some are simply cast out into the vast unknown. WASP-12b is a gas giant located around 1,400 light-years away, and it's unlike any other planet we've studied. Roughly twice the size of Jupiter, it orbits its host star so closely that it completes a full revolution every 24 hours. That proximity places it just 2 million miles from its star, making its orbit one of the tightest ever recorded. Because of this extreme closeness, the gravitational pull from the star exerts massive tidal forces on the planet. These forces are so intense that WASP-12b is no longer spherical. It's shaped more like an egg, distorted as it's literally being stretched and torn apart. Scientists describe this process as Roche lobe overflow, where material from the planet is being stripped away and pulled into the star's outer layers. Astronomers estimate that WASP-12b will be completely destroyed in about 10 million years, gradually dissolving into a giant cloud of gas and dust that will be consumed by the star. Its atmosphere is particularly rich in carbon, which has led researchers to speculate that its core or surface could contain graphite or even diamond, earning it the nickname the Diamond Planet. In 2012, scientists also detected signs that it may have a moon, WASP-12b1, with a radius over 6 times that of Earth. If it exists, it may be orbiting in silent terror, watching as its parent planet is slowly devoured, one burning particle at a time. Fomalhaut b, later nicknamed Dagon, was once hailed as a groundbreaking discovery. In 2004, astronomers using the Hubble Space Telescope observed a bright moving object within the debris disk of Fomalhaut, a brilliant star just 25 light-years away. It glowed in the infrared spectrum and seemed to orbit the star, fitting all the early criteria of a massive exoplanet, possibly up to 3 times the size of Jupiter. For years, the object was studied and tracked, but something was strange. Instead of behaving like a planet, Dagon's brightness dimmed over time, and its apparent size increased. By 2014, the object had completely vanished from view. No planet should disappear like that. After reviewing the data, scientists realized the truth. Fomalhaut b wasn't a planet. It was a slowly dispersing dust cloud, likely formed from a massive collision between 2 asteroid-sized objects or young planetesimals. This kind of event is exceptionally rare, making its initial visibility a perfect storm of timing and angle. The dust cloud expanded, became more diffuse, and gradually faded from sight, creating an illusion of a disappearing planet. Its eccentric path, dimming light, and inconsistent behavior all made sense in hindsight. This isn't just a case of mistaken identity. It's a humbling reminder of how easily we can be deceived in astronomy. Even with our most powerful instruments, the cosmos can present mirages that challenge everything we think we know. Kapteyn b is one of the most fascinating exoplanets ever discovered, not because it's terrifying, but because of its age. Located just 13 light-years away in the southern constellation of Pictor, Kapteyn b is estimated to be 11.5 billion years old. For comparison, Earth is only about 4.5 billion years old, and the universe itself is roughly 13.8 billion years old. This means Kapteyn b formed just 2 billion years after the Big Bang, making it one of the oldest known potentially habitable planets. It orbits a red subdwarf star called Kapteyn star, a low-mass star that burns far more slowly than our Sun. Despite being much dimmer, the planet lies within what's considered the star's habitable zone, where liquid water could potentially exist. Due to tidal locking, one side of the planet likely faces eternal daylight with temperatures around 50 Fahrenheit degrees, equal to 10 Celsius degrees, while the other remains in perpetual darkness, dropping to minus 58 Fahrenheit degrees, equal to minus 50 Celsius degrees. Kapteyn b has an Earth Similarity Index, ESI, of 0.67, placing it among planets like Kepler-62f in terms of potential habitability. But what sets it apart is its sheer age, providing billions more years than Earth has had for potential life to emerge, evolve, or even go extinct. Could ancient microbial civilizations have existed here long before Earth was born? Could they have witnessed cosmic events we can only theorize about? Kapteyn b isn't just old, it might be a living fossil of the galaxy itself. From molten rock storms to rogue giants drifting in darkness, these 6 planets reveal one undeniable truth. The universe is not just vast, it's wild, unpredictable, and often hostile to life as we know it. Yet, it's precisely this alien beauty that draws us in. We don't explore space just to find comfort. We explore it to uncover reality, however harsh or awe-inspiring it may be. Each of these worlds challenges our expectations, stretching the boundaries of what we once thought planets could be. Some burn, some freeze, and some vanish entirely, but all remind us that truth in the cosmos is often far more bizarre than fiction. And if these are just the planets we've found so far, what else might be out there hiding in the shadows? So, if these are just some of the planets we found, what else is hiding out there in the shadows of space? What if the most terrifying world hasn't been discovered because it's coming toward us? Click on the next video to find out what scientists think might be hiding in the dark, right on the edge of our solar system.